Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. I did a Colourpop haul recently. I picked up a bunch of products. It was long overdue, and today I finally wanted to play with some of them on camera for you guys. Specifically, I made a palette myself. So Colourpop is the option for the build your own palette. They have a bunch of their eyeshadows. You can do a 12 pan eyeshadow palette, which is what I did, or you can do a 24 pan eyeshadow palette, which basically I think my palette's gonna grow and we're just gonna add and add some more colors. But this is the look that I came up with today. Super easy for you guys to do, have fun with. I picked up two different glitter shades, so I used one of those to top off for today, added a little bit of pop of peach. So if you guys want to see how I got this look and which Colourpop lipstick I'm wearing, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so we've gone in and done this side, and as you can see, we are playing with some glitter today and I am feeling it. So gonna go into my Colourpop build your own palette, and just so you guys can see, I'll probably just pull them out individually. These are the shades that we're working with. Super excited. So the first shade that I'm going to take from my palette is the shade Cutouts. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to like more than just like a basic nice mid-tone soft brown. I wanted to go in straight with a peach. I want that pop of peach going on there. But yeah, Cutouts was one of like the coral peach choices that was available for the build your own palette. They had some like maybe more softer types of coral peaches if you want more like a true peach, something a little bit lighter. But especially I think if you're like medium to tan skin tone and are deeper, I think this is a great choice. And if you're like me and you really want that pop of peach, I think you're really gonna like this. So just kind of building that color up into the crease as a transition shade, but as you can see, lots of pigmentation going on there. At the same time, still not too bright for me personally. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Top Notch, and this is a Morphe M433 brush. And as you can see, like this is like just like a nice brown. It looks way lighter, I feel like, on the website. Just want to show you guys, like, this is a great color if you want, depending on your skin tone, you want to use this as your transition shade, or this is like a nice, what do you call it, crease shade, just to kind of deepen that up and add some dimension. So this one we're just putting directly into the crease because I intentionally want some of that coral shade to kind of pop through. No additional product, just kind of blending with that same brush that we use for cutouts. Just blending those two together in little circular motions. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Feathered, and this is just like a true chocolatey deep brown, and this is going to help add some smokiness. So I'm just using one of the brushes that comes in the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, and just packing that onto the outer edge and bringing that in. Pack and blending in, and you can turn it around and use that fluffy side just to kind of blend out the edges a bit. No additional product, but I'm just going in with that brush that I use for Top Notch, and I'm just kind of blending that in with the shade Feathered. So just kind of like the edges, feathering that. Haha. Dad joke number one. Next, I'm going to take a concealer that's very matte and has really great coverage, like the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and I'm going to put some in the back of my hand, and I'm going to use that just to kind of carve out my lid in preparation for the lid glitter shimmery shades. For the first lid shade, I'm going to go in with this one. It's a really pretty like golden with, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a champagne-y golden. This is called 20 something, and we're gonna pack this on so creamy, buttery smooth onto the lid. And honestly, if you want to just do this, you know, lid shade, feel free if you want to use something like Max Fix Plus, but not really needed. This is pretty much just going to be my base because the top shade is like actual true glitter, and like on its own, I feel like, you know, it needs some sort of base on the bottom, so that's where we're gonna get the shimmeriness from. So you can just do this one, or we can step it up. So you can just do something like this, or we're gonna go extra. Before I go in with the top glitter shade, I'm just taking a little bit more feathered and feathering that back in and blending 20 something together on the outer edges. I want to make it seem like a really nice transition so it's not like super harsh. And we can go in with a little bit of that top notch, and I'm just kind of blending the top part as well as feathered. Just want to blend as much as possible before adding on that top layer of glitter, because pretty much glitter really isn't all that blendable. So do the work now. Now let's get it. I'm going to go in with this glitter shade Renegade, and honestly I feel like your best bet is definitely just using your fingers. I feel like a brush is going to be okay, but your fingers, I think, with like glitter shades is probably just going to be the best thing. So I'm going to take that and just add that on to my lid. Just press it. You don't want to swipe, just press. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I'm going to go in with my pinky. Yes, this is definitely, love these glitter shades. They have a couple of different colors. These are definitely like great for, you want to stand out, you want your lids to stand out. Also like very special, like it's my birthday occasion. Oh yeah. Oh crap, I should have worn this for New Year's. It's okay. I don't need just New Year's to stand out. Next, I'm just going to do a quick and make sure, just quick little blend. Be very careful. You don't want to blend off any of that glitter. Then you want to make sure you haven't done your foundation yet. I'm just going to clean up any glitter around my face as much as I can. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put on my liner and lashes. And liner, I'm not going to do anything special because I really want this glitter to stand out. So pretty much just do a line and my lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, I got my liner, use my NYX matte liquid liner and my Ardell wispy lashes. Tried to get as much glitter off of my face as possible. That's the only thing with glitter. Gotta get it off the face, but look at them lids. I went in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and let that sink in while I finished off my liner and lashes. And now for the foundation, I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. If you guys have not seen my review and demo on this, you should go check it out. I'm going to link that down below in the description box. Mine is in the shade Soft Beige. I mentioned that the one thing kind of not the biggest fan of is that it does have a very strong smell, so something to keep in mind there. I'm going to wet my sponge and we're going to blend that out. I wish I would have made a new bronzer purchase from Colourpop. They had a couple of different options, but I was like, not on my top list of things to get, maybe next time. But so far, super excited about this Build Your Own palette, and definitely gonna have to keep an eye out for like maybe shades that I wasn't able to get, because they definitely were sold out of a bunch of shades. So if you guys have not seen my full Colourpop haul, then you guys should check that out. But I did not pick up that Pretty Fresh foundation. I feel like, I don't know, I just wasn't too intrigued by it. But they do have their Pretty Fresh foundation, their concealer, and I think one of their sprays now available at Ulta, which I did pick up the concealer and I was kind of playing around with it. So let's see how I like it. I'll talk about that when we get there, but keeping the dewy look with the Wet n Wild foundation. Now I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer. I picked up mine in the shade Medium 85N. And so it's a little bit, it looks like a little bit tinier, maybe a little bit thicker than their regular no filter concealer. This is Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. And I don't know, I feel like I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like the brush wand is a little bit flimsier. Something I kind of noticed. And I feel like it doesn't pick up as much product as the regular no filter. Like, look at it's already, like I definitely, I mean, maybe it's like bitch, you don't need that much, but you know, just compared to what I'm used to, it's definitely a little bit flimsier of a little brush wand. So I found that interesting. And blend that out. And if you are new here, I have dry skin, so I have definitely been appreciating more hydrating concealers, especially if you watch my videos, which you should subscribe. The COVERGIRL, their True Blend Undercover Concealer, has been my favorite because it's just so hydrating. But sometimes with hydrating concealers, one thing to kind of look out for is that they can be a little bit too maybe hydrating for the under eyes, depending if you're like me, if you have like a lot of creasing going on under there. So it can probably be too much for those cases. So blending that out, let's blend that out. I feel like the first time that I tried it, it's more coverage than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be similar of a very sheer coverage like the Pretty Fresh foundation was supposed to be, but it's like I can definitely still see my dark circles, which, I mean, if you don't have that problem, this would probably be great for you. But I feel like it's a pretty like light, minorly medium. It's definitely more on the light side, not sheer, but you know, light. I thought I heard that it was maybe more of a medium coverage, maybe medium coverage if you don't have dark under eye circles. The other thing I did notice when I was wearing it is I feel like it definitely did go into my fine lines down here, so I try my best to kind of blend that out. But even as soon as I was done setting it underneath my eyes, I did kind of notice, you know, that. So I wasn't super impressed the first time that I tried it. And actually what I did try it with was the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder, because I figured Colourpop on Colourpop, and I should have ordered another one, but there's so many other things to order because obviously, we are almost done. So what I'm going to do is go in real quick right before and right away set it. And that's what I try to do the first time, or I try to do in general when I use a new concealer, just to give it a fair shot. So I feel like it's already like creasing. Like usually my concealers don't crease that fast. That's the only good thing I like about like very matte concealers, is like they get almost like preset, so that it doesn't give them a chance to creaser. Brows on. Now I'm going to go in real quick with that Top Notch shade and a pencil brush. And we're just going to go ahead and add that to the lower lash line. Ooh. And I am liking, look at those lids. Oh my god. Like, Colourpop just proves that you don't have to spend that much for amazing eyeshadows. Like, look at this quality right here. This is like less than $2 per shadow. Because it was like, what, $23, $24 for the whole palette of the eyeshadows, including the palette, and that's 12 eyeshadows, but you're also paying for the palette, so come on, totally worth it. And you get to choose whatever colors you want. Then I'm gonna go back in with Feathered and a flat brush, and on the outer I'm just gonna tap that in, give a little bit of smokiness down there. You can totally just do Top Notch, or you can add, you know, just a little bit more drama. And then just blending that out once more. Next, I'm just going to go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer. Use whichever bronzer you want, but I just happen to have this one. So we're just going to go in and bronze the face. I'm trying to think. Oh, I should have used my other Colourpop, but it was too far. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. Out of laziness, this is right here. So we're just going to use the Fenty. But I do have the Colourpop bronzers. I love Colourpop. Color freaking Pop just has so many amazing products for an affordable price for their bronzers. Like the single shadow pans, you can get them like in a palette or in a compact rather, or just like kind of just like the pan, and you can, you know, add them to like a little magnetic palette yourself. It was like what, $6-7, and the product is amazing. Like I wish they had like a pop-up Colourpop shop. Oh my god, that would be terrible though. Like I would be so broke. But of course, by having everything online on, you know, website sales, they save a lot of money, so then therefore they can charge even less. I would love to go to a Colourpop lab. I think that would be awesome to like make your own Super Shock shadows or stuff like that. Like that would be cool. Like kind of how like what is it, Bite Beauty does in New York. You can make your own lipstick formula concoctions. That would be so much fun if they kind of like at least did that in their labs. and charge for it, like why not? I totally would pay a couple dollars extra just for like that cool experience. Or like lipsticks, lippy sticks, like that would be awesome. Going back into that loose setting powder, and I'm just gonna clean up underneath the cheekbones. This is why I need another one. This is gonna be the first loose setting powder that I use up in a products empties video. For my blush, might as well, we got that little pop of peach up there, so I'm gonna go in with my Alamar Cosmetics. This is their Colorete blush trio, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of Paraíso and Scorch. I like to just mix these two guys together, just a little bit. We don't need too much since we have a lot going on, all the drama with the eyes. But one thing I will say too with the glitter, be careful when you add your liner. That's the only thing. That's any glitter, I feel like, because it's so chunky, you know. But like this isn't a chunky glitter per se, but just like it's not like I don't know, it's just a little bit harder to work with when adding like liner on top. So take your time. I was almost like, oh no, this isn't gonna work out, but we did it. But I feel like definitely like an intense wing probably would have been more work. For my highlight, I'm going to go in with the Vive Cosmetics Loose and Glow palette. And I just like to go in and mix both of them and add a very intense highlight. Another thing I should have picked up from Colourpop is a new highlight. But don't worry, we'll be back. So many things to buy. So little time, so little money. But thank God Colourpop has Afterpay, because I ordered $65 worth of stuff, which was a lot, you know, when it's Colourpop affordable prices. But because of Afterpay, where I got to separate into 4 easy payments, I sound like a QVC commercial, with no interest, like it didn't hurt, you know. I like that. It's dangerous though. You're like, screw it, I'll only pay $16 now, and then in 2 weeks, and then another 2, you know, it's so bad. But whatever. Since I have it out already too, I think I'm just gonna take that highlight and use it for my inner corner too, just to marry them together. Gonna spray my face with some MAC 6 Plus, whatever luminous spray that you have. And I think I'm just going to change my shirt. And I'm going to be right back, but I'm going to think about which lipstick. I'll show you my options. Okay, so have our highlight, everything. Now all that's missing is our lipstick. And if you guys watch my Colourpop haul, kind of saw the vibes. I had a lipstick and it was so hard to choose. I feel like almost any lipstick can go with this look. While it's still kind of neutral, it's very glittery in your face. Nice little pop of peach up there. But I think the lipstick I really want to try is the Colourpop liquid lipstick in Fuego. If you guys watched my last video, I actually wore it just casually while I was doing my Wet n Wild review, and I love it. It's a neutral, but it's not like too neutral. I just want to show you guys, for those of you who were curious, like I love it so much. Now I see why it's always freaking sold out. I finally got my hands on it. I was like, yes, I need you in my life. So that is a completed look. Feel free to use whatever lipstick you want of your choice. I just happen to be feeling this one a lot. If you guys have not picked up this lipstick, any Colourpop products, you need to. So affordable, like you can't not find anything you like there. It's so freaking amazing, and it's gonna be hard not to want to spend a lot of money. But even with the little amount that you spend, you're gonna get so much product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video with my items I picked up from Colourpop. Comment down below if you want to see some more looks with the palette that I created from Colourpop with the build your own palette option. And also, if you happen to have built your own palette, what are some colors that you think I need to add to my palette? I'll list the colors, the individual eyeshadows that I used today down below in the description box in case you guys are curious or just want to pick up just the individual shadows. You can do that as well. But hopefully you guys want to see some more looks. I got some more glitters, some more shimmers to play with. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.